Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Faridah Patahangi. I'm here. I want to make a video explain about syllabus and RPP. So without wasting much time, check it out. Definition of syllabus. A syllabus is a lesson plan in a particular subject or term group which include competency standard, basic competency, subject or learning material, learning activities, indicator assessment, time allocation, and learning resource material or tools. The syllabus is an elaboration in competence, standard, and basic competence into subject or learning material, learning activities, and indicators of competency assignment for assessment. Syllabus components. The syllabus in the education unit level curriculum consists of several components as follows. 1. Subject competency standards. Subject competency standards are the limits and direction of abilities that must be processed and can be carried out by students after participating in the learning process of particular subject. Abilities that can be performed or displayed by students for a subject. Competence standard incertain subject that students must process ability that must be processed by graduates in a particular subject. 2. Basic competence. Basic competence is the minimum ability in each subject that must be achieved by students. The basic competence in the syllabus serve to direct teachers about the target that must be achieved in learning. For example, being able to cope with the environment and so on. Basic competence are contained in the Minister of Education Regulation Number 22 of 2006 concerning content standards. 3. Learning outcomes. Learning outcomes are students' abilities to fulfill a state of achieving learning experience in a basic competence. Learning outcomes in the syllabus serve as instruction on behavioral change that will be achieved by students in connection with the learning activities carried out. In accordance with the basic competence and standard material being studied, learning can be in the form of knowledge, skills, and attitudes. 4. Learning outcome indicators. Indicators of learning outcomes are characteristic of marker of assessment of basic competence. The indicator in the syllabus serve a sign that indicate a change in behavior in students. These signs are more specific and more observed in students. The targets for this basic competence have been met or achieved. 5. Main material. The subject matter is the subject matter that must be studied by students as a means of assessing basic competence and which will be assessed using an assessment instrument based on indicators of learning assessment. In general, the subject matter can be classified into 4 types, namely facts, concept, principle, and procedures. 7. Time allocation. Time allocation is the time required to master each of the basic competence. A. There is an assessment. Assessment is the type, form, and instrument used to determine or measure student learning success. And last, learning facilities and resources. Learning facilities and resources are learning facilities and resources used in the teaching and learning process. Now, we move to definition RPP. Lesson plan or RPP is a plan that describes the procedure and organization of learning to achieve a basic competence set out in the content standard and described in the syllabus. The broadest scope of the learning plan includes 1. Basic competence consisting of one indicator or several indicators for one or more meetings. Purpose and function of RPP. The objective of the lesson plan are the first, simplicity, expedite, and improve the result of the teaching and learning process. The second, by developing a professional, systematic, and efficient learning plan, the teacher will be able to see, observe, analyze, and predict the learning program as a logical and planned framework. Components of RPP. The components of the learning implementation plan, according to the Minister of National Education number 41 of 2007, concerning process standard consists of 1. Subject identity, competency standard, basic competency, indicator of competence assessment,